Okay, we are still working with the normal model with IQs, which have a mean of 100 and a standard deviation of 15. Now we want to flip things around a bit. Now I want to know what IQ would someone have to be in the top 1% of all IQs. So now I've given you the percentage and I want the IQ. We're working backwards. We call this a percentile problem. Everybody's taken standardized tests before. You know what it means to be in the 80th percentile. That would mean you're higher than 80% of people. So if you're in the top 1%, you're in the 99th percentile or above. The 99th percentile would be above 99% of all other people. So down here we would have 99%, up here 1%. We have a button that does this for us on our calculator. It's called inverse norm. So here in the calculator, we'll go second vars to get to distribution, and we go to number 3, inverse norm. Okay. And there are a lot of different ways we could do this, but this is the easiest. Leave this on left. Never ever change these two numbers, or you will mess up every problem for the rest of the semester. You will confuse your calculator. We want to type in the area below the percentile, the 99, so 0.99. If your calculator doesn't have all this on the screen, if it just says inverse norm, then you would just type in 0.99 and hit enter. Here we have this one. We're going to go down to paste, hit enter twice, and that spits out this value. That's clearly not an IQ. That wouldn't make any sense. That's a z-score. The calculator gave me the z-score that would be in the 99th percentile. So now we have to work our z-score formula backwards. Here's our z-score formula. If I wanted to solve for x, that's who I'm after. That's an IQ right there. I would multiply the sigma over, then add the mu. So x is z sigma plus mu. So I just fill in everything I need. The inverse norm just gave me my z-score, 2.33, times my population standard deviation, sigma, plus mu. I got 134.95. So in order to be in the top 1%, you would need an IQ of at least 134.95, or another way to say that is 99% of people have IQ less than 134.95. Okay, another example. Let's find and interpret the 80th percentile for IQ. So it's the IQ I'm after. So I'm going to do inverse norm of 0.80. That gives me a z-score. Use this formula. Remember, z-score is number of standard deviations away from the mean. I'm looking for the value that is 0.84 standard deviations above the mean. That's what a z-score means. And I get 112. Now the question here doesn't just say find the 80th percent. It says find and interpret. So this is not an answer right here. That's not an interpretation. The interpretation is 80% of people have IQ less than that value. That's what it means to be the 80th percentile.